thing until he gets. All
Yeah.
right. So we said hotel. So if it is der or das, it would be in diesem. And if it is die or plural, then it would be in diesem.
Mm-hmm.
Or in dieser. All right. So now we have Land. So now you can go and test your German skills.
Oh, okay, let me see what we're doing here. So in dieser Land,
All right. Dieser means that
dieser.
that Land would be feminine.
Oh, okay. So it's diesem.
Diesem because it is das. In diesem Land. Oops.
In diesem Land.
Okay.
In this land. Die Berge.
Okay, so since we have die Berge and we need a verb to go with it, and it is plural, die Berge.
Okay, so we're back to send.
Okay, which means now the verb here has to be sind, being the plural verb, referencing die Berge.
Right,
Okay.
die Berge. Hoher.
Am.
Hoher.
Okay. And then you're saying it is höher. Oh, gotta go back.
Oh, but we're doing the sten. That's
But-
right.
But now
So
we're going to superlative.
superlative. So Hoherstein. No?
Höch.
Back to Hock.
Yeah, so we're at Höch.
Hochstein.
And then
Hochstein.
Sten. Not Stein, Sten.
Oh, Sten. Okay.
Höch, Sten.
Hochsten.
Höchsten.
So the adverb is hoch. And since we have to change the umlaut, it becomes höch. And then we just add on the S-T-E-N.
Okay.
Okay. Meaning?
In this country, the mountains are the biggest or the tallest.
Or the
Highest.
mountain tall or the high? Mountain is high.
High.
Yeah.
High.
Okay. So then we go to Geschäft. And again, first thing you need to know, der, die, or das.
D. 9. All right, das. I'm thinking. Originally I was thinking das. Is that also not right?
It's das.
Okay.
Das
So
Geschäft.
so this is accusative.
Nope. You're
Dative.
asking where, so it's dative.
Okay. So in diesem Geschäft. Where are you typing? I'm trying to.
On the bottom of the.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
In diesem Geschäft. In diesem Geschäft ist. And I think this should be die Personal. Oh, das. So personal, so that's singular, even though, is it people or the
Das
people?
Personal. The employees.
Okay. das Personal am freundlichsten.
Okay.
Okay.
In diesem Geschäft ist das Personal am freundlichsten. So Personal is a noun which incorporates every single employee.
Okay.
So there's
Kind of
no
as a group.
Yeah. So
Kind
it's
of
a
as a group.
grouping, and therefore it stays
Still
singular.
single. Okay.
And then of course
Freundlichsten.
the
Oh,
meaning.
in this company, the people are friendly. Freundlich.
Okay.
Or the friendliest. The friendliest.
Firma would be company.
Okay.
But
Business.
this is a Geschäft. Yeah. In this business, in this store, in this
Okay.
the employees are the friendliest.
Okay. Business.
Okay. In dieses, still
So
not
if
right.
it's der
Die,
or das, it has to be diesem. If it's feminine, it has to be der, and if it's plural, it has to be den.
so in diesem museum. So that's plural. In diesem Museum sind die Bilder interessantesten.
Okay, if it ends with a T, we have to insert an E.
Oh. Interessantesten.
All right. Okay. So this is what we
They're so,
saw
ugh.
up here. Okay, in this
Yeah.
part up here.
Yeah.
If it ends in a T, then we add an E, so that it's not gonna be interessantesten, but that you have a beautiful flow from interessant to sten.
Interessantesten.
Yes.
This would have been easier if we would have done what Peter said and finished this yesterday when it was all-
Well, no, this is good. No, this is
It
good.
is. Yeah.
So in this museum, the paintings are the most interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
So in Monat is masculine.
Yes.
Der Monat, yes.
So is this like a place then in diesem Monat in? Okay.
Okay, so we said wann. So basically
Okay. When?
an diesem Tag, in dieser Stunde, it's all dative.
Okay. So in. So could you also say im here? Im? Contract the in diesem? Is that proper? Im Monat?
Okay, if you would say in dem Monat,
Oh, okay. I
then
see.
you could
Yeah,
say
that's
im
in the
Monat.
month.
Okay.
In the month. Okay. I
Im
see.
Monat.
Okay.
But since this is a very specific in diesem Monat,
Yeah.
so you're
Okay.
so
I see. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
So it's not just in the month of, but in this month. Yes.
Okay. So in diesem Monat die Nächte no. In diesem Monat sind die Nächte am kürzesten. Kürzesten.
Okay.
In this month, the nights are short. Are the shortest.
Okay. In this month, the night are the shortest.
Okay.
So June, was it June 21st? It's the longest day of the year. And June, well, December then, 21st is the shortest.
Okay.
So the days are growing shorter. Good. So then if you would try to contract it, then you would say im Monat. And now you, of course, have to specify im Monat Dezember sind die Nächte am
Okay.
kürzesten. Because now, since your article is undefined, and then you have to define which one it is that you're talking about. All right. So laden.
Okay. In diesem Laden sind Gemüse is vegetables, so that is plural.
In English.
Ah, gosh. In diesem Laden ist die Gemüse, das Gemüse frischsten. I can't say it.
Well, that's why.
Frischesten.
Aha. That's why you stick an E in there.
That's why I can't say it.
That's why you can't say it, because you didn't put the E in there.
So
Okay.
okay, go ahead.
In this store, the vegetables are the freshest.
Yes.
So Gemüse is the exception. Vegetables typically,
Yeah.
vegetables and fruits are typically feminine, right? Is that the general rule?
Das Gemüse.
So that's an except. It helps me know the exceptions. So
I would have to go through der Salat, der Kohl, die Gurke, die Tomate, der Radi. It's all.
so there's
across.
so they're all over the
There's no,
board. Okay.
there's no rule. Yeah, there's no rule. Not that I can
What a-
determine.
Okay.
Okay. But here they're not D, they're das. Das vegetables. Das Gemüse.
Das Gemüse.
Okay.
Okay.
Whew, okay.
In diesem Restaurant ist das Essen. Just one of the weird ones. Lecker. Am leckersten. Leckersten. In this restaurant, the food is the tastiest.
Yep.
Oh, kindergarten. Oh, man. Okay. In diesem Kindergarten sind das
If you got sind,
Kinder.
if you got sind, you gotta do plural.
Mm,
And what's the article for plural?
die Kinder jung, jungsten.
Jung, you,
Jung,
Jung.
jung. So in this kindergarten, the kids are the youngest.
Right.
Or children, I guess. It's a better word.
Kids or
Right.
children, whichever one.
Yeah.
okay. In dieser, right, since this is feminine, Jahreszeit, in dieser Jahreszeit sind die Tage. Okay, and this is one of the heißesten in in this year, the days are the hottest.
What is
So
Jahreszeit?
Jahreszeit. What is that?
Wir haben 4
In this time of the
Jahreszeiten.
year?
Okay, wir haben 4 Jahreszeiten. Frühling,
Oh, this
Sommer, Herbst und Winter.
Okay. In this season,
Okay.
or yeah, okay. Jahreszeit is all right.
So in this season, the days
The days are the hottest,
hottest.
warmest, hottest.
Hottest.
Okay. In diesem Bäckerei, dieser Bäckerei ist das Brot am gutesten. Gut. No. It's best. Besten. I knew that after I said it. I'm like, that doesn't sound right. Okay. In this bakery, the bread is the best.
Very good.
Okay.
So heiß is one of those words you have to be careful with. Is that right? Because it can mean something a little bit different in German.
Well, just
Ich
as it does in
bin-
English.
I am hot means something a little bit different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if I say I got the hots for you,
Okay.
in German, you would say ich bin heiß auf dich.
Okay. So the way to say I am, ich bin warm, or is that the,
Okay.
if you're just trying to say my temperature is, es ist warm.
Okay,
I don't
es
know
ist
what
warm means the
is warm.
ambient
It is.
temperature is warm.
Okay.
If you say mir ist, so then you have to start with a dative. Mir ist warm. That means I feel hot. Okay. So
Okay.
right now I'm sitting here at 7:30 at night. I don't know, it's probably in the upper 80s. I would say, wow, mir ist heiß oder mir ist warm. I feel hot. Okay.
Or
If I
it
would
is warm to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I would say ich bin heiß, then people would laugh because they would know what I'm trying to say. But if you say ich bin ein Warmer, then that means I'm homosexual. Yeah.
Oh, no. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
So we have a lot of traps here. Okay.
But
So
this
mir ist warm is the safe way to say it.
mir ist warm is the way to say it. Yeah.
Right. And then mir ist kalt is the,
It's
is
the
the,
opposite of it. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So that's in December, I'll be saying mir ist warm, and Juanita will say mir ist kalt.
It's hot.
I know how
Okay.
that
Exactly.
is. That was
Hmm.
one of those moments in marriage where you're laying there beside your wife. You are on top of the sheets, spread, not covered in anything
Yes.
except your underwear, and she is laying beside you. Can I have another blanket? Like, what is wrong with you?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. It's that's just the way it goes. All right. So you guys are pretty comfortable now with imperative, superlative, and everything.
Yeah. Obviously, we need to study it, but I think it's clear. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. The rules make sense
Once you get
to me.
once you get the rules down, everything else is secondary. All right.
And like you said, when somebody says das ist am besten, you're, oh, okay, that's the best.
Yeah.
That's not some
Yeah.
weird thing that
Right.
you've never heard of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Reflexive Verben.
All right.
Reflexive.
So
How do you say that?
reflexive Verben. Okay, so here we have a simple declarative statement. Ich wasche das Obst. So we have the subject, which is ich. We got the action or the verb, which is waschen. And now we have the accusative object. So upon what is the action being done? In this case, the vegetable. Whether it's I was going to say banana or an orange. No. whether it's an apple or a pear. Some people even wash oranges and bananas and pineapples and whatever in case there's some bug on there. But basically, in this case, that's what's happening. Now, reflexive means that whatever the action is that I'm doing it unto me. Okay? So here we have ich wasche mich. So who am I washing? I wash myself. In English, you would say, I'm going to wash. Go take a shower. Go take a bath. And you're not going to say, I'm going to shower myself. Well, it's pretty much.
Right.
Yeah. In German, you do. Okay? So you will say, ich wasche mich. That means I'm going to take some kind of action of self-cleansing. Okay? That could just mean you're standing at the sink, take a washcloth, and just rub off your face and the back of your neck, just to make sure the shirts don't get dirty in the back. Okay. Or it could mean, I'm taking a bath, I take a shower, or any other action. If you want to be more specific, then you could say, okay, ich dusche mich, or you could say, ich bade mich. That could either be in the bathtub or taking a shower. But basically, ich wasche mich just means I'm going to clean myself. Now we have an object. So in this case, what am I doing? I'm washing the face. Now, whose face am I washing? Which means now this dative becomes, or this reflexive becomes dative. So here it's the accusative. I wash myself. But here is I wash myself. I wash my face. Sorry. I wash my face. Okay. So here I wash myself, and here I wash my face. das Gesicht. So das Gesicht becomes the accusative object. And now, upon whom is the action done? Well, in this case, reflexive upon myself. So my daughter, who left for Honduras, left her dirty laundry on the floor. So I sent her a picture. I said, what is this? And she says, that's my dirty laundry. And then she says, kannst du es mir waschen? So can you wash it for me?
For me.
Okay.
Ah.
Okay. So I'm gonna do the action. I'm gonna do the washing. What is it that I'm gonna wash? Well, the clothes, which is implied
Okay.
in the pronoun kannst du sie, okay, whatever these pieces of clothing are, or es, just basically the laundry, kannst du es waschen, okay, but who does it belong to? It belongs to her, so she would say, could you wash it for me? Kannst du es mir waschen? Okay.
You'd say, okay. Ja. And she would say, du bist am besten. You're
Yeah. Except in this
So
case,
I was actually, go ahead, I'm sorry.
in this case, she would say, du bist der Beste. You are the best.
Okay.
Making best a noun.
Okay. So I was just about to ask you, so if you wanted to say, I'm going to wash your car, you would, that's the same rule here. Ich wasche dir das Auto, or would you say dein Auto?
What that
Okay.
depends what exactly it is that you want to say. Both mean the same thing. Ich wasche
Interesting.
dein
Okay.
Auto, I'm washing your car. Okay. Ich wasche dir das Auto, I'm washing the car for you.
A little bit different. Okay.
Okay.
That's right.
So in the first
And
case,
what's
I'm just washing your car. I'm a nice guy.
okay?
But you had no intention of washing it. But if you have the intention of washing it, then I would say I'm washing the car for you. So I'm doing the action instead of you. Making it a little more specific. In the end, it means the same thing. I'm doing the washing and it's your car.
Okay.
But
If you
both are
want to
right.
say, I'm washing, ich wasche dein Auto, see, because is
While
weil du faul ist. Is that
weil
right?
du
You are
faul
lazy.
bist. Oh yeah.
I'm just trying to think of how you would say these things. Is that right? Yeah. Okay.
Weil du faul
Foul
bist.
means lazy, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
What you say to your, well, yeah,
Yeah. I wouldn't
your
say
teenager, right?
I wouldn't say it to anybody because if it's my teenager, I wouldn't even say it. I'll just get the whip and stand behind him until he washed his car. If it's my teenager.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's
I
yours,
get
I'll
it.
probably pay him off. Okay. So now we come to the three different ways of saying something. So basically, a simple declarative statement, ich ziehe einen Mantel an. So you got your trennbares verb anziehen, which means to put on, to dress yourself with. And it is accusative. What are you dressing yourself with? Okay, a coat. So I am putting on a coat. And since the coat is masculine, der Mantel, and since it is accusative, indefinite, then we tag on the en, so ich ziehe einen Mantel an. I'm putting on a coat. Okay. Now, we go to the reflexive accusative, which means now I do the action upon myself. Ich ziehe mich an. So when my daughter yells in the morning, Daddy, are you taking the dog for a walk or do I have to get up? I usually tell her, ich ziehe mich gerade an. So gerade means right now in this moment.
Mhm.
Okay. Making her think that I had gotten up just a few seconds before and I'm in the process of dressing as she is talking to me. Usually I have to crawl under the bed and get dressed, but basically, so I would say, ich ziehe mich an, letting her know I'm in the process of getting dressed, of dressing myself for the purpose of course, taking out the dog. Okay. So I'm all dressed, got my socks on, got my underwear and my pants on. All I need now is the shirt. So I would say, ich ziehe mir gerade ein Hemd an. Just right now, out of pure chance, I'm putting on the last piece, which is my shirt. Or in this case, a shirt. Ich ziehe mir ein Hemd an. So I'm putting a shirt on to myself. So these are the three ways of saying something. So now here we got something interesting. Manche Verben sind immer reflexiv. And that is if the subject is a person.
Hmm.
So, ich beeile mich. So I'm hurrying myself. Because you can't hurry somebody else. So I can't say ich beeile dich. No. The only person that you're capable of hurrying up consciously in German is yourself. Okay? And also, ich entscheide mich. So the only one who can make a decision for you is you. So if I decide something, well, then I decide myself to go have fish and chips and beer after we finish class. So I decide myself for fish, chips, and beer. The same with, yes.
Juanita, I think my package just came to the door. Could you put it in the refrigerator?
Yes. Oh, is
Just-
that your
it's a-
medicine?
I think it's
Oh.
my medication. Yeah.
Yeah, hang on.
I get this medication has to be refrigerated and it takes 2 days to get to Alpine. So as soon as it gets there.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I told my daughter I'm gonna be making pizza tomorrow since I still had some pizza sauce left from the last time I made pizza.
Uh-huh. Oops, I can't hear.
I said, girl, the pizza
Oh.
sauce and the pineapple, they've been sitting in your fridge. So they're still good. So then I went in there and took out the pineapple, the pizza sauce, plus all the fungus.
Oh, gee. Oh my gosh, yes. Science experiment, right? That's what.
Okay. Keine Pizza morgen.
No pizza tomorrow.
No pizza. Keine Pizza.
Well, you have to
morgen.
make your 24-hour dough too, right?
Yeah, but I realized that's just stupid. You just make the dough, let it sit for half an hour until it's risen, and then
And
knead
yeah,
it, bake it, and eat it. I mean, this
Okay.
was bad after 2 days. I can't imagine what it would be like. Yeah, after it was bad after 2 days, right? 2 days. They told us, yeah. And then there was another recipe where you had to leave it sitting there for 6 days. I thought, okay,
Oh my gosh.
this is ridiculous.
Holy cow.
Yeah, yeah.
Never heard of that.
That would turn into, that would be sour. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. Okay.
It doesn't. Yeah. Okay, so ich freue mich. The only person I can make happy is myself. The same thing with ärgern. Okay. So, and then usually, like we did now with ärgern, we need some person or something that I'm upset about. So the first one is some verbs are always reflexive. And some verbs can be reflexive or they have an accusative object. So you can either say, ich fürchte mich, so I'm afraid, but the only person who can make you afraid is yourself. So I am afraid, and then you can say what you are afraid of. I'm afraid of this dog. Okay. So in this case, there's a very specific dog somewhere around, and you say, I'm afraid of the dog. Or you could leave the mich out of it, and then the dem Hund, which in that case is a dative preposition for, becomes the accusative object, and so now the dem Hund becomes den Hund, changing it from dative to accusative. So I fear the dog. But here I'm afraid of the dog. And therefore in German, you have mich, which is your accusative reflexive. Then you got the dative. What exactly is it you're afraid of? Or you can go straight, I fear, and then whatever the object is, in this case, the dog. Okay. Now here we have something interesting. Max ärgert sich über dich. So.
Ärger is angry.
Is to
Angry.
get angry, yes.
Okay.
And so again, the German way of thinking is the only person that can make you angry is yourself. It's a reflexive verb. I cannot make you anger yourself. You're the one that angers yourself in German. Now, who are you getting upset over? Well, I'm getting upset over you. Okay? So your lovely papa prepares everything for the pizza. Then he takes the pizza sauce and the pineapples out of the fridge. And then the daughter, who was happy to get this beautiful pizza, now is angry at you. Okay? So, Jennifer ärgert sich über Papa. Jennifer is angry at Papa or upset. Why? Because he left the pizza sauce and the pineapple sitting in that fridge for the last. When did I make pizza?
It's been a while.
Okay.
Uh,
So
At
she's
least
getting,
2 weeks. Yeah.
or at least. So she's getting upset. She's upsetting herself, and I'm the object of it. Okay?
Right.
Now, in the second one, we have an accusative object. That means now Max is the one doing the upsetting. But
Oh.
who is the one getting upset?
Anchors.
Oh.
Well, I noticed that the interesting. I noticed that the conjugation is different. Ergera versus instead of ergert. So Max ergert den Angers.
Yeah,
Because-
there's a typo here.
Oh, there is? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This has to
Oh,
be
that
a
isn't.
T.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
this is a passive verb form. And we're not that passive.
Okay.
This is
Okay.
way into the future,
I see. Okay.
which they practice a lot with the doctors. I mean, they practice passive until these doctors barf. But when you write patient reports, they all have to be in passive language.
Mm.
Okay, so this is why they practice it so much with the doctors as part of their training before they go to Germany. But basically here it's a typo.
Yeah.
Max ärgert sich über dich. So Max is getting upset over you. Something you did is upsetting him. Now here, like I said, the object of the anger is who?
The colleagues.
The colleagues. So who is getting angry? Who's getting upset?
The colleagues
Well,
are.
The colleagues. By what?
Interesting.
Well, by whatever it is that Max is doing.
Next is Chewy. Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
So what, for instance, could it be where Peter upsets every person living in this building?
You
So
burn the pizza.
Every morning at 5, I ring everybody's doorbell.
Oh.
Okay.
Guten Tag, wie geht's?
Yeah, right. Yeah. This is your friendly neighbor, you know. Just wanted to let you know Jesus loves you, even though you're Muslim or whatever.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Uh,
that would be very upsetting. Or of course,
Yeah.
if I take the dog for a walk and they don't clean up after him. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, everybody gets upset at that. So
Is that a fine?
Yes.
That must be a fine in Deutschland. That
oh,
has
yeah,
to be.
everything is a fine here. Everybody gets upset. Yeah. Okay, so now we have another situation. Bei manchen Verben mit Dativ und Akkusativ Objekt. So now we got two things. We got both the dative object and the accusative object. Kann das Dativ Personenobjekt ein Reflexivpronomen sein? So in this case, ich kaufe ein Buch. But who do I buy the book? For you. Which is what you ask. Ich wasche dir das Auto. Okay. So you have a dative object and an accusative object, because who are you, or what are you washing? The car. And who are you washing it for? Okay, whoever it is. And therefore, since this is a person, the person dative object is now a reflexive pronoun. So ich kaufe dir ein Buch, which means I'm making it a reflexive dative object because it's a person. And the other one is, ich kaufe mir ein Eis. So I'm purchasing ice cream. Who am I purchasing it for? Well, myself. Why? Because we heard Juanita doesn't like ice cream. Okay. So if you don't like ice cream, but hey, just wait for me because I'm gonna go and get myself some ice cream. and so you would say, warte bitte hier, making sure you make sure where she has to wait. Yeah. You wait here, not over there, not somewhere else. Why? Well, because I'm gonna go buy me some ice cream.
So Mia, so if I were to say sie kauft, I forgot what the dative third person. If she,
Okay, if it's
sie
masculine,
kauft her first for her. So sie is ihr, sie kauft ihr.
Yeah.
Einen Salat, is that she
Yeah.
bought herself a salad? Is that
well,
okay?
if she's doing it for herself,
Mhm.
that means she kauft sich
Okay, so it's
einen
sich
Salat.
there.
Hmm.
Oops.
Oh, do
That's
we
the
have
wrong one.
two?
Okay, so up here we have ich kaufe mir.
Okay,
Okay, du kaufst dir,
mhm,
kauft, and the masculine is ihm.
Mm-hmm.
Sie kauft ihr, which is the feminine.
okay,
And then es kauft ihm. So we said that the neutral also is ihm. And then wir kaufen uns.
so we buy for
Ihr
ourselves.
kauft euch. And then
You
we
all
have
buy for yourselves.
sie kaufen sich. I gotta make it smaller. Yeah, sie kaufen sich. I can make it bigger.
Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
So if Juanita kauft ihr ein Geschenk. So the ihr in this case would be Tante Erika.
Oh,
Whoever
her.
that feminine person
Oh, I
is.
see.
Okay.
Okay.
But if she bought herself, it would
That would
be
be
sich.
sich.
Juanita kauft
Juanita
sich.
kauft sich ein
Oh,
Geschenk.
hmm.
So right now in the presence, Juanita is in the process of being out there buying herself a present.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not thinking about this, but I understand it. I just, okay. Juanita kauft sich. Yeah, kauft sich. But so if you bought it for yourself, though, it'd be ich kaufe mich ein Geschenk?
Hmm.
Or would that,
Well, Juanita, what would you say?
If you're buying it for yourself,
Yes.
ich kaufe mir.
Yes, that's right, because it has to be reflexive dative, which is what we learned down here. If it's a person, okay, right here, if it's a person
okay,
that you're doing the purchasing for, making it dative, being a person, then you use that reflexive dative personal pronoun.
So I don't remember where sich was in the, oh, here it is.
We're getting there.
I'm like the guy that asked the question to introduce, okay, good question. Okay. Okay, ich, all right, ich, interesting. Okay.
So when I met this exorcist, Bob Larson, in Midland, Texas in 2001, and I wanted to know everything about deliverance,
Uh-huh.
I went up to him before the conference and I said, "Oh man, Bob, I have so many questions. Can I ask you something?" He says, "No, you cannot. Just sit down in the auditorium, watch, listen, and learn. And after we're done, then if you still have questions, you can ask me."
Huh.
And I was amazed. Every single question I had,
The answer.
he explained it on stage
Ah,
with a demon possessed person.
Wow.
interesting.
Yeah. And then the next morning, he had another girl, and she started to act up the night before when he had the whole auditorium full. And then he says, "Well, we'll deal with you tomorrow." And then he did her the next day in the morning. And with her, it was split personalities. So he had to reintegrate all these different personalities, heal, cast out the demon, and restore this woman. And when he was done, he says, "Wow," says, "in all my years of ministry, I have never had a case as full and complete as this one here."
Wow.
Mm.
And I knew why. Yeah. I was there for a reason.
Mm.
So yeah, I know what it's like. You want to ask everything right away. You want to know it. Yeah, and that's good. Okay, so now we have reflexive pronoun in the Akkusativ. So, ich setze mich. Okay, I sit myself down, which you wouldn't say in English. You know, okay, I sit down.
Right.
Yeah. In German, it's reflexive because you're doing the action upon yourself. And you, well, du setzt dich. So you're doing the action upon yourself. Then we have er, sie und es. So third person singular. And the reflexive pronoun is sich. Er setzt sich. Right?
Mm.
Wir setzen uns. So in a restaurant, you walk inside and you ask the waitress, "Are you going to seat us?" And she says, "Nein, Sie können sich setzen, wo Sie möchten." Okay, so you can go seat yourself wherever you want. But the one doing the seating is you, and since you're doing it upon yourself, Sie setzen sich. Okay? So this is accusative. That means we are the object of whatever's happening. Now the object in the dative, the object is the accusative object, which means what is it that you're doing while you're buying? Well, you're buying what? Okay, that's your accusative. And then who are you buying it for? So, ich kaufe ein e-bike. I'm buying an electrical bicycle. For whom? Well, for myself. So Jennifer told me, since she was in Munich for that Taylor Swift concert, after I told her about what you mentioned, the battery exploding in the elevator,
Mm.
she says it is now prohibited in Munich to take an e-bike or an e-scooter into the subway station.
Ah,
Can you
yes.
imagine an e-bike exploding?
Mm.
Wow. Yeah.
There's no way to extinguish those things, guys. Such like
No,
there's no
No.
water, there's no foam, there's nothing that
yeah.
and
They're
they
so
burn
bad.
and they burn so hot, it's
Mm.
gonna go right through the floor. Yeah.
Mm.
So no e-bikes on subways. Okay, so who do I buy the e-bike for? Well, I buy it for me. Ich kaufe mir ein e-bike.
So these are a different set of pronouns, even though we've kind of seen them. They're really a reflexive pronoun, and we have mich and dich, but this is a different class of pronouns then. I think that's what was getting me confused. I kept thinking we would use Elzet's ihm or something, but reflexive pronouns are a different set, and some of them are the same as ones we've seen before, but some
Yes.
are different.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so these
Okay.
are nouns, reflexive pronouns. Who are you doing the action upon? So in this case, you're doing it upon yourself. So the ones up here have to be reflexive. Okay, they're always reflexive. Ich beeile mich. So I cannot say du beeilst dich. Yeah, well, of course, du beeilst dich, but I can say ich beeile dich. So you can do it upon yourself. I can do it upon myself. We can do it upon ourselves. So these are always reflexive. And some can be reflexive, or they can have an accusative object. So these, ich setze, they're just any old verb, but we are using a reflexive pronoun to indicate upon whom you're doing the action. So in this case, ich setze mich. So I'm sitting myself down. But I can also say, ich setze ihn. I'm sitting him down. But since in this case, this is only reflexive, so I sit myself down, you sit yourself down, he, she, or it sits himself down. We sit ourselves down, you guys sit yourself down, and they sit themselves down. So just like there is a different ending in plural in English than it is in singular, so it is with the German with the reflexive. So this is the accusative. And in the dative, instead of mir, instead of mich, it becomes mir. Instead of dich, it becomes dir. Sich stays the same. Uns stays the same. Euch stays the same. Sich stays the same in the dative as it is in the accusative. But since I know that he's not going to buy himself, well, he's going to buy what? A winter coat for himself. Wir kaufen uns Pommes. Well, what is it that we're going to buy? Well, we're going to buy French fries. For whom? Well, for ourselves. Not for you guys, not for him, not for them, not for anybody else, but for ourselves. And of course, you guys are going to build a house or buy an apartment for yourselves because you're not that generous to spend here in Germany between $500,000 and €1 million to buy somebody else an apartment. Not even your kids. And then they buy themselves a boat. I'll let them have fun. Everybody's excited when they buy it, and everybody curses it once they have to pay the maintenance.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
You guys got a pool?
just a hot tub.
Yeah.
Just a hot
Just
tub.
Just a hot tub.
And that's enough of a hassle.
it is.
Okay? So
I remember somebody told me the two happiest days of his life were buying the boat and selling the boat.
that's right. And that's exactly right. Yeah. So you buy things not expecting, the cost. So
yeah.
okay.
Okay. So tomorrow we do the exercises.
Yeah.
Tomorrow
Then
we do the
Freitag ist
conversation day. Yes.
sprechen ist
Conversation. Yeah.
Conversation. Okay.
Conversation. And we'll use that same sheet
All
we
right.
had before with these questions that we did the conversation. So except now you're gonna have to use reflexive pronouns, and you're gonna have to go into the comparative and superlative.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Oh, did I even?
But tomorrow we just do exercises.
Easy.
Tomorrow, yeah. Tomorrow we do the reflexive exercises, and then we see how you guys do.
Okay. All right.
Sorry.
Okay.
Thank you, Peter.
Okay.
All right. Bye bye.
All
Bis
right.
Dienstag. Bye.
Bis morgen.
Bye.
Tschüss.